Alright, so this is a Town Hall 8 version of the GoHo. So the main difference between Town Hall 8 and 9, especially when it comes to GoHo, is you are short 1 spell versus Town Hall 9, and you're short 20 troops worth from your army. You max out at 200 plus your clan castle, whereas Town Hall 9 is 220, and sometimes that 20 makes a big old difference. The absolute best army composition that I found for Town Hall 8 GoHo versus another Town Hall 8 is you have 1 Golem, 24 Hogs, 10 Wizards, 5 Wall Breakers, and in the CC, you're going to have 5 more Hogs. You're going to have 3 heal spells, and a poison plus a poison in your clan castle. You don't have to worry about earthquakes because Hogs jump the walls. You don't have to worry about haste. They don't really do that much for Hogs. By the time they kill that one building and move on, I mean, they just run away out of it, and it's not that much help. So, as you can see, this base has 3 air defense in the core and a big old gap, like a moat of walls outside the town hall. So I felt that dragons was a little bit risky. Dragons were likely to just run around a circle, do a couple laps while the air defense just chip away and eventually kill them. Probably a 1-star attack if you bring dragons here. And also, on a Town Hall of 9 GoHo, you're very worried about the enemy Archer Queen and Expos. You don't have to worry about that here. I think even with level 3 Hogs, it's doable. There's definitely a big gap between 3 and 4. Level 4 Hogs max out for Town Hall 8, and they're very useful compared to level 3. But I think a lot of bases, especially a design like this, you could probably 3-star it with level 3 Hogs. So you have the Barbarian King over here. He's the only thing that's really going to chip away at your Hogs. Wizard Towers, definitely bad news. Since they're AoE, they hit multiple targets. But as you can see, this little spot here, that's the only place that a giant bomb could even be within the actual buildings. And that's next to a wizard tower that I'm probably going to want to drop a heal spell near the wizard tower anyway. So I'm not really worried about that. And obviously the big bombs could be anywhere in this moat, but I really don't care because I'm going to split my Hogs up in groups, and there's really no way to guarantee that they're going to path over it from the defensive side, so I'm not even worried about where these giant bombs are as far as that goes. So I found my Barbarian King. That's probably where I'm going to start the attack. I had dropped a single hog. Single hog came up here, and that's basically to make sure there's not a giant bomb just hanging out randomly, and mostly to lure these clan castle troops out, because besides the Barbarian King, the only thing that's really gonna mess them up is dragon, balloons, something like that in the clan castle. So you have your single hog go out. Another good thing that it did is it triggered a skeleton trap. So a witch popped out of the CC. Old habit, I dropped a poison spell, forgetting that they're going to run out of it. So I had to drop a few wizards to kind of guide the witch and the archers back into the poison ring. So just like a Town Hall 9 GoHo, the funnel is very important. You drop your golem down, and then right behind the golem, you're going to start dropping a little wall of wizards, and their job is just to make sure that the golem can get up there. The golem's job is to tank this Barbarian King for a second while your Barbarian King can get up there and start hammering away at him. So you drop your golem. Several of your wizards, I would hold back at least 1 or 2, sometimes maybe even 3 or 4 for cleanup at the end of the attack. As soon as the Barbarian King is dead, I'm gonna pause it for a second. As soon as the barbarian king is dead, you're gonna target these defensive structures and what's called a surgical deployment, especially for a base like this. So what surgical deployment means is 3 to 4 hogs are going to be dropped in groups closest to the outside defensive structure. So you have 3 hogs here, 3 hogs here, 3 hogs here, and you know, just triple tap your finger. 4 hogs here, 4 hogs is fine. Small groups, and the reason for that is, like I said, they might cross this threshold at any place to trigger a big bomb. You don't want your big bombs to take out all of your hogs at once. And also, if you drop 20 hogs right here, they're going to start running to this defense. The first 4 or 5 are going to start hitting it, and by the time the 6th hog gets there, that structure's dead. So you have hogs 6 through 20 just following the front hogs around, and they're not even doing anything. They're just trying to play follow the leader. So the main reason why you do surgical versus just dropping all 20 in one spot is because basically 2/3 of your hogs are doing nothing but running, trying to chase the one in the lead, and you can run out of time. You can get caught in a trap, some kind of big bomb, whatever. So I very highly recommend splitting your hogs up into groups of 3 or 4, targeting each of the outermost defenses. So the first heal spell came down here. It was a little bit late. The hogs had already jumped to the core. Second heal spell comes here, and I pre-anticipated them running over here and dropped the third one. But as you can see, without big bombs, a spring trap got 2 there at the end, but I think only 1 hog, maybe 2 hogs died that entire time. So all of the defensive structures are dead. There's still a few traps, but it's always a good thing to see a large group of hogs just pounding away at these outer buildings, because it means they did their job and survived all of the defense. And like I said at the beginning, sometimes really good to hold back 2, maybe 3 wizards, just in case you forgot about some corner hut, or maybe there's you know, laboratory or just some random buildings that are way out here. Just in case you don't want to run out of time, so you hold back that 1, maybe 2 wizards and get the job done. So that would be a Town Hall 8 GoHo. Very, very effective. There's not a whole lot that a Town Hall 8 has to defend against this type of attack. It's extremely strong. With level 4 hogs, it's almost impossible not to 3-star unless you run your hogs right into a double big bomb. So that's it for Town Hall 8 GoHo.